looks at three, you at least want to hit 15, 16 of them. So 5 more threes, 15 more points. During the course of the game, we were down probably about 20. Just push you in the game. So.
Does some of the confidence, Spencer, comes from the fact that you were down 0-1 against Utah in the first round and 0-2 against Phoenix in the second round?
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, it's a series. You know what I mean? I don't think Golden State's sitting over there saying they won the same way we ain't sitting over here saying we lost. You know what I'm saying? We got to get 4 wins. So, same vibe.
Yes, but their defense and how they can throw multiple guys at different guys, how much is that disruptive, and how do you guys adjust to that?
Yeah, I think every series has a different makeup, right? And this team has its very clear, distinct differences than the past 2 we've played. One of the best parts about both Coach Kidd and Luka are their ability to adjust and adapt. So I'm expecting us to do the same heading into game 2. Obviously, I think we have reason to be confident. I don't think we're going to shoot as poorly. Like you said, they threw different defenders, different defenses at us. And so now it's just about looking at the film and coming back with solutions.
Speaking of Luka being able to adjust, sorry, that was my fault. What's stood out to you most in being his teammate these last few months about the way he's able to dissect something that maybe they throw at him one game and he's able to answer that pretty quickly?
He's just brilliant. You know what I mean? I think he's seen every defense from probably playing professional overseas when he was younger. And, if you've seen it before, you probably developed counters for it. And so now it's just about continuing to improve game by game. And he's one of the best in the business at doing that.
How do you keep them from playing at the pace they want to when Draymond's so good at getting the rebound and just getting them out running?
I think making shots probably helps some of that, stifle some of their transition. And then just communication and talking out our matchups, doing that properly. I mean, obviously they've done this at a high level for, 8 years now? They've probably been the best team in the league since 2015 or so. So, they're going to do what they do to a certain extent. But if we make shots, don't turn it over as much, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement.
Is there any shell shock or brief adjustment to the way they play offensively? They're like the off-ball movement and the speed with which they execute that, as opposed to kind of creating space through pick and roll actions as frequently. Like, as a defender, do you have to, get up to speed against just playing them?
I don't think shell shocked is the right adjective. I mean, like I said, they've been the best team in the league probably since 2015, right? Like combined record or whatever. Right. But in terms of adjusting, of course, each series, like I said, it has its own makeup, takes its own, has a life of its own, right? And so this one's going to be completely different with their off-ball movement. They don't rely on pick and rolls, like you said, like the other teams have. So just getting adjusted and getting ready for game 2.
How much are adjustments, I know it starts with the coaching staff. How much are you personally already seeing adjustments, already thinking about things you did or didn't do, and how you want to be better at those going forwards?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, right? Like we self-evaluate, self-correct as part of what makes us NBA players. At the end of the day, right, we're one of the best 5,000 or so people to ever do this in the history of mankind, right? So, we got to be pretty solid, even if you Theo.
Is he 5,000th?
Nah, maybe like 4,900.
I'm just glad I didn't make that comment. Spencer, you guys can't make up for the experience gap here because they've been together, you mentioned, for 8 years. But how do you feel like poise could be something that will benefit you guys, and how was that challenged in game 1?
I wouldn't call it a lack of poise. Like I said, I think it's tough to come in on the road and beat the Warriors anytime, right? Especially in the Western Conference Finals after they had a little bit of rest. Plus, we missed shots. It is what it is. Like we lost game 1, but our group does a great job of staying together. I mean, I think that's why our bench gets so many fines, right? Like we all love each other, and so we got each other's back. I don't think there's any type of, we're not standing at the line. We're blinking. You know what I mean? Like, we're ready to go toe-to-toe with these guys. We know what we can do. We beat them in the regular season. Like, you just got to make the adjustments and move on. We lost game 1 in Utah, or not in Utah, but against Utah, and we're down 0-2 against Phoenix. So